Morals and values of Korean culture. Education. Education is extremely valuable, especially going into a university. 80% of Koreans that go to university are highly respected and treated well, thus causing schools in Korea to be very competitive. Just to say that some Koreans study 4 hours daily. High school seniors take a national college-wide exam, which they use to get into university. 3 of the major universities are SKY, which stand for Seoul National University, Korea University, and Yonsei University. The role of teachers is also very important since they are to be treated similarly as to parents. Students surrender knowledge to the teacher since they are always right. In the classroom, the teacher is the authority, meaning they know the material at an expertise level than the student. Another thing is that students cannot say no to the teacher because it is considered offensive and disrespectful, since it may put into question the teacher's knowledge. Some classroom rules are no eye contact with the teacher, always greet and dismiss the teacher with a bow, no leg crossing in front of the teacher, and uniforms must be worn by all students. Unlike in Western schools, students don't wear uniforms. However, they must follow the dress codes, meaning women cannot wear spaghetti straps nor shorts, and men cannot wear tank tops nor sag their pants, since it is considered offensive. In Korea, students are more collaborative in groups than in the US. In the US, we tend to be more individual since we are most familiar with the pronoun I. Here is a video on the Korean educational system.
It's rigorous with as many as 13 subjects in a semester. Language arts, reading, math, science, Korean history, world history, English, fine arts, practical arts, PE, music, ethics, and world languages. Midterms and final exams count for approximately 70% of the grade. Homework is always given during the summer and winter breaks for students in all grade levels. This includes a daily journal. Retentions are extremely rare at any grade level. There are no high school graduation tests. There is only one college entrance exam given nationwide on a specific date in November for all college-bound students. This exam is 8 hours long. No differentiation is given in levels for academic rigor. All students in every grade are taught on level. Standardized tests are given throughout the school year for all grade levels. South Korea is one of the leading innovators in integrating technology in the classroom. The majority of students attend after-school enrichment programs. As a result, many will attend Hwagwon, a private after-school learning program to accelerate their learning. Elementary school students may attend various Hwagwons for sports, arts, as well as academic subjects. Middle school and high school students, the concentration is solely on academic subjects. Due to extended school hours, it is not uncommon for high school students to have dinner at school.
Communication. Here is a video on how the Running Man cast greet every actor, including the cameraman and editors. In this video, you can see that although they are different ages, you can see them bow to everyone, including the editors and cameraman. Communication is divided into two groups, nonverbal and verbal communication. Nonverbal communication consists of spatial relationships, touching behavior, and body motion. Let's take a look at the picture on the right. Spatial awareness is divided into two groups. In Korea, same sex is often close, while opposite sex is a little bit farther away, maybe around like 4 feet away. As we can see, there is a third group, Americans. In America, we tend to speak to each other at a distance just to maintain personal space. Touching behavior is divided into three subjects: male and female, same sex, and greetings. Opposite sexes must demonstrate no public affection and no touch. Therefore, if we go back to the previous picture, we can see opposite sex are a little bit farther than same sex. Same-sex people can hold hands, most commonly in women, or put arms around each other's shoulder, most commonly found in men. When you greet someone, you must bow at a 45-degree angle, and when shaking hands, you must use two hands. Body motion is divided into four subjects. Whole body consists of proper posture, meaning standing up straight, hand motions such as using both hands, and behavior must be indirect and no staring is allowed. In facial expressions, muted means you are listening and paying attention. Smiling and laughter may give off a negative connotation, but it also depends on the situation. Verbal communication has more emphasis on the speech style, meaning when speaking to elders, there must be an honorific usage of language or formal language. For example, when greeting an elder, you must, instead of saying "안녕," as you would usually say to a friend, you would say 안녕하세요. The ending 하세요 or 해요 is formal or honorific usage of language. You can only talk informally to another friend or to another one if they let you, and only if you have a common connection. The social hierarchy. The social hierarchy is a status of respect. As we can see in the image, friend to friend gives at the very bottom, since there can be a formal or informal usage of language. However, if we look from up to down, from the second row to the top of the pyramid, we see there is a hierarchy where the subject surrenders to the ruler, as to wife to husband, as to young to elderly, as to child to parent. For example, take child to parent. The child cannot talk informally to the parent since it is considered rude and disrespectful because the parent is older than the child. Another example in a family branch is a younger brother cannot talk informally to an older brother unless the older brother allows his younger brother to talk informally to him. Therefore, meaning they have a very close and common relationship with each other. Table etiquette. This is very important to know if you ever plan on visiting Korea, since it is essential. Table etiquette is extremely important as well because it demonstrates how well of a guest or host you may be. There are 6 steps to know when seated at a table. First, you must know the hierarchy if it is a casual or family settings. If it is either a family or casual setting, you must go based on age. However, if it is a formal or business setting, you must go based on social status. So social status means like CEO, then we have the or president, then you have the vice president, then you have the managers, and then it would be the employers, then the employees, and then lastly would be like the common people. Or like the janitors and all the other people. Second, you must let the seniors sit down first and then seat yourself. As the youngest, so letting your seniors sit down first is is a form of, well, here in America it would be a form of courtesy or respect. Next, the youngest must set up the table, meaning utensils, and fill cups with water. Starting your meal, you must say 잘 먹겠습니다, meaning eat well, and must wait for the senior to begin. After finishing, you must say 잘 먹었습니다, meaning I ate well, like that. Finally, the senior is the one paying the bill. However, you cannot insist on paying the bill if you are younger, but you may treat them to coffee or dessert.
But then,
안돼 세르게이 아직 할아버지가 안 오셨어.
I don't understand.
세르게이, 한국에서는 어른이 오시기 전에 식사하는 것이 아니야. 어른이 오신 다음부터 식사가 시작되는 것이야.
I understand.
Grandpa sits down and the meal begins.
자, 맛있게 먹자.
It's customary to wait for the oldest person before beginning to eat. This reflects the basic spirit of hyo, which is about respecting one's parents.
Refusals. When drinking with an adult or an elder, you can never refuse a drink from them since it is considered rude. For example, if your uncle gave you a shot of soju, then you would have to receive the drink. When you do drink it, you must face sideways and cover your mouth to drink it, since it is considered rude to drink straight in front of them. When receiving or pouring drinks, you must use both hands. Here is a video on Korean drinking etiquette.
사장님, 이번 프로젝트 준비하느라 수고 많으셨습니다. 한 잔 드리겠습니다.
자네도 한 잔 받게.
네, 감사합니다.
자, 마시자.
Family. Throughout Korean culture, respect is a heavy emphasis and primordial ethic. Since you show respect towards grandparents, parents, older siblings, friends, strangers, like bosses, and like anybody that's older than you. The function of family is based on Confucian principles, meaning Koreans are very family oriented, meaning they will do anything for their family to be safe and sound. Take for example the film Parasite from 2019, written by Bong Joon-ho. Displays how important family is to take only the scene where the son begins his job at the rich family's home as a tutor and slowly gets his family a job at the house in order to take them away from poverty. I'm sorry I cannot show the video since I cannot find it on YouTube, and I believe copyright infringement would also not allow me to do it. Ending notes. These are some of the values of Korean culture that are most important if traveling one day. The most important volume of all is respect. Without respect, you will get nowhere, not only in Korean culture, but also in life. Thank you.